So this Christmas memory is inspired by Dawn from 7 is Enough. Thank you, Dawn. In the video they recently put up, they went to a homestead and had a traditional Christmas. And in that video they had Christmas plum pudding. And it was explained how it was all made and what have you, which brought back a wonderful, wonderful memory for me. So my grandmother used to make traditional Christmas pudding, where she'd cut up everything and make the pudding. I'm no chef, I don't know how it was done, but then she'd wrap it in cheesecloth or a cloth and hang it in the kitchen. And every time we went to visit, we knew Christmas was soon because there was puddings hanging in her kitchen. So when she made these Christmas puddings, she'd do something a little bit different. She'd make adults' Christmas pudding and kids' Christmas pudding. So the adults' Christmas pudding was laced with either rum, brandy, something or other like that. But the kids' ones, what she did with the kids' ones was, this was pre-decimal coins in Australia. So we had threepence, sixpence, shilling, which is 10 cents sort of thing, and a florin, which was roughly 20 cents. These were all made of silver, not like the coins nowadays. So she'd actually put these coins into the pudding, and it'd be boiled up in the mixture with everything else. So when it came time to serve, kids knew what was going to happen. You might end up with threepence, sixpence, and to us in those days, that was, if you ended up with a shilling, you just thought you were the richest person in the world because you had a shilling to spend, which was, unheard of. So the other memory I have of Christmas pudding was that as my grandmother, Juju, her name was Julia, but one of the kids couldn't say it, so it ended up being Juju. As she got older and more feeble, she was 80, I think, when I was 4. So she lived to be 102. She got the letter from the Queen and all that. But as she got more feeble, one of my uncles used to make the Christmas puddings. And my uncle used to like a beer. So often he would make the Christmas puddings whilst he was slightly inebriated. So therefore the brandy and the rum would be laced rather strongly. And there'd be a lot more coins in the puddings than normal. And most of it was what just came straight out of his pocket. So you might end up with a florin, which was 20 cents, which was, you were even more rich then. But yeah, wonderful memories, wonderful memories. Like I'm going back to when I was about 4. So I've been a bit of a Grinch this Christmas. And thank you, Dawn, because you've instilled a little bit of that Christmas spirit back in me. All right, people, that's all for now. Hooroo!